Good morning, guys. Bailey and I are chilling out. Just woke up. It is 9:12 a.m. and I thought today I would attempt, and emphasis on attempt, to film a fall morning routine video. Oh god, this camera's so crooked right now. But yeah, I thought, why not attempt? Did you just hear her yawn? But I think, morning routines are something that everyone is generally curious about. I know I enjoy watching them. And so I thought you guys might enjoy it as well. And it's not going to be creatively edited. I'm literally just going to take you through my morning because that's the kind of mood I'm in. But this is me first upon awakening. These are my glasses that have been broken for a few weeks that I've been meaning to go take to the store to get fixed but have not yet. This is my hair when I first wake up. This is my bed when I first wake up. Yeah, 9 o'clock is kind of a late wake up time. I initially woke up at 6:30 and then I was like, nah, bruh, I'm not waking up right now. So then I went back to sleep and I happened to wake up at 9. Little disclaimer before we get into the morning routine video. I graduated from high school in June. So that means that I'm not a student. I don't have to wake up at a certain time to go to school or anything. My biggest obligation right now is my full-time job, and I don't have work until tonight, so that's why I'm showing you this. But basically, when I first wake up, I normally just kind of lay in bed. I kind of set my vibe for the day. I think about how I'm feeling, what my energy is coming off the day before. I'll probably just go scroll through Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, catch up on that kind of stuff. And then I will walk downstairs and I will refill this water bottle, drink about 3/4 of a liter to a liter of water, and then get my day started. So I will catch up with you guys when I am done doing all of that stuff.
You were a phonograph, I was a kid. I sat with the near closed, just listening. Was there when the rain tapped away down your face. Your miracle eyes just holding your space.
So now that I've drank my water, I put in my contacts, kind of clean myself up for the day. Kind of just did general waking up things. I am putting on my socks and I put on my clothes to go work out. Just a couple of notes about working out in my life before we do it. Number one, I don't work out every single day. I work out when it feels right. I work out when I want to move my body, and that does not happen to be every day. Sometimes I will bike, sometimes I will go to the park and run, sometimes I do yoga, sometimes I do 2 or more of those things in the same day. But unlike a lot of other people, and I'm not shaming these people when I say this, but I do not work out to gain aesthetics, to look physically better. I work out as a way of loving myself, of honoring my body. To me, working out is just a form of self-love. It's a way of kind of giving yourself a hug and saying, you deserve health, you deserve happiness, I'm gonna give it to you. I personally enjoy working out in the morning, kind of right away after I've had water without eating anything, because for my body, I feel like I am more focused when I haven't eaten anything. I feel like I can move my body better, my digestion isn't a distraction, and I just generally feel better. Now, of course, if I wake up and I'm starving, that might be a day where I eat something, do yoga, go for a run later in the evening. Or maybe I don't work out at all. But I do listen to my body. Today, I still feel kind of full from the night before, but my stomach feels good and I am ready to work out. So my plan today is to go on the bike. I always do a minimum of 3 miles, and then however many more I feel like doing after that, I do. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 3, and that's okay. And then normally I'll follow it with a little bit of yoga. And why am I telling you all that? You don't need to know all that. But what I will say is I think it's a good practice to look yourself in the mirror before you work out in the morning, not for aesthetics, not to like beat yourself up about it, but to love yourself, to look at your body first thing in the morning, to look at your stomach, whether it's bloated or whether it's tight or sore or whatever. Look at it and say, I validate this body, I love this body is fucking awesome. So that's what I like to do.
Time has a way of throwing it all in your face. The past is haunted, the future is laced. Heartbreak, you know, drives a big black car. Swear I was in the backseat, just minding my own.
Whoops, I forgot to mention that before I work out, I of course take my dog out because she is a being that deserves to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take her out, I'm gonna feed her. She's so excited. And then I'm gonna work out.
Through the glass, the corn crows come like rain. They won't stay for too long now. This could be all that we know of love and all. Oh, you were a dancer and I was a rag. The song in my head, it was all that I had. Hope was a letter I never could send. Love was a country we couldn't defend.
Alright, so I just did like 5 miles on the bike and I stretched out for like 10 minutes or something. And normally I would do squats after stretching. But today, as I said, I listened to myself, and today my body doesn't feel like it. I'm pretty sore, so I'm just gonna go upstairs, make some tea, and continue on with the morning. So the tea I've been into lately has been oolong tea. I mentioned it in my grocery haul video, which was the video before this, but essentially it promotes like bone health, skin health, good digestion, has a little bit of caffeine for a good pick-me-up in the morning, and it tastes super earthy and good, and it's really, really calming. So every morning, it's steeping right now, I've been drinking this. And so while I let that steep, I'm gonna start preparing my breakfast. So for breakfast, we've got a Japanese sweet potato and we've got a can of chickpeas. This is something that my friend Nicole taught me. You basically just chop the Japanese sweet potato in half, you roast it in the oven, and then you also roast some chickpeas alongside. So they get crunchy and really, really good, and you put some nutritional yeast on top, a little bit of ketchup, and it's like perfect. I always like to put my breakfast in right after working out because it'll take about like 45 minutes to an hour to make, and while I'm not hungry right now, I will be hungry in an hour. So the tea will hold me over. I'm gonna go practice some yoga after putting all this stuff in the oven, and then by the time I'm done all of that, the breakfast is done.
You were a phonograph, I was a kid. I sat with the near closed, just listening. Was there when the rain tapped away down your face. Your miracle eyes just holding your space. Time has a way of throwing it all in your face. The past is haunted, the future is laced. Heartbreak, you know, drives a big black car. Swear I was in the backseat, just minding my own. Through the glass, the corn crows come like rain. They won't stay for too long now. This could be all that we know of love and all. Oh, you were a dancer and I was a rag. The song in my head, it was all that I had. Hope was a letter I never could send. Love was a country we couldn't defend.
was so exciting. I just practiced yoga for like 20 minutes. And it's exciting because I've been practicing headstands recently and I've been needing to do them against the wall, against that wall. But today, for some reason, I didn't need a wall. I could just go into the headstand seamlessly and stay balanced by myself without a supportive wall. And that was really, really exciting. And I do just want to say, like, sometimes I do a more conventional yoga practice where I will do like the whole sequence. I'll do downward dog, I'll do child's pose, I'll do everything like that. But then sometimes, especially if I worked out that day and I already stretched out after working out, sometimes I come up to my yoga mat and all I want to do is just do cool shit, do practice headstands, practice crow pose, practice all this cool stuff that I'm working on perfecting. Headstands are amazing, especially to do in the morning because they're actually known and proven to ease mild depression, to make you feel better, to help blood rush to your brain and like feel more centered and positive, and so I love doing it in the morning. And I am personally just beginning to get back into yoga, but it is a very important part of what I do in the morning because it makes me really love myself and really take time for me. So the point is that you need to do yoga in a way that makes you feel good. If you like following a YouTube video, do it. If you like going to a class in a studio near you, do it. If you like practicing it by yourself, just practicing headstands, doing whatever, like just do it. But the whole point is focus on your breathing, focus on what makes you feel good, and yeah, yoga is freaking awesome, and I'm glad that after years I'm finally getting back into it. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up this tea, take a shower, wash my face, eat some breakfast, continue on with the morning. So, got out of the shower, got dressed, little outfit of the day. I'm gonna eat some breakfast now. See, breakfast done. So yeah, I've got my laptop over there, I've got my breakfast. I'm gonna eat that, and whenever I'm eating breakfast, I do one of a few things. I'll either answer YouTube comments or I will watch YouTube videos, catch up on them, listen to a podcast if there's nothing really to watch on YouTube. Podcast I've been loving recently has been Dear Sugar Radio. It's two authors, and I forget the second one, but the one author is Cheryl Strayed, and she wrote Wild. I will put a link for that in the description down below if you're interested in listening to that. It's basically like an advice column, but it's really deep and it can be really, really spiritual, and they cover a lot of deeper topics that you don't often hear on podcasts, so I've been really, really digging listening to that lately. Other things I might do is like read a book or FaceTime a friend, because I have a lot of friends who live like around the country or around the world, so I might FaceTime them while I'm eating breakfast, and I'm probably gonna make another cup of tea, actually, kind of digging it. And just because I do want to wrap this video up and I don't want to keep you here forever, after I eat breakfast, I will clean up the kitchen because it gets kind of messy in the morning, clean up my room. If I'm gonna be putting on makeup or anything, I will do that. And then I will pretty much just get my day started. So today I'm just gonna do all of those things, put on some makeup. I think I'm seeing a friend, and then I have work in the evening. So yes, my morning routine does take a while, but in this point in my life, for the first time in my life, I have the ability to take my time in the morning to focus on me and to do things that I love, and I am fully taking advantage of that. I'm very aware that a lot of people won't have the time or the means to do all of these things in the morning, but the point of a morning routine video is not to say you should do exactly what I'm doing. It's to say, look at this time I'm taking for myself, look how I ease myself into the day, take something from it and implement it into your life. My morning routine does change all the time, but this is what I've been doing for the past few months, and I do love it. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. You can leave a comment down below just letting me know what you thought. If you're new here and you just clicked on this video to watch a fall morning routine, on this channel we talk about everything from veganism to self-love, mindfulness, yoga, we have deep talks, and then we do some fun things. There's some vlogs. And if you want to stick around and watch some or all of those videos, you can hit that subscribe button to stay alerted to when I'm posting. And yes, I think that's pretty much it. Anything I mentioned you can find in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna eat my breakfast and get the day started, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Through the carnival, we watch them go round and round.